The UNI football team is coming off a bye week and they get cranked up for another crazy Saturday inside the UNI-Dome. Today we talk with Coach Farley about the electric plays in their last win and what it'll take for another W. We preview this year's UNI Hall of Fame class that gets inducted this week. We spotlight an edge rusher having a big impact just 2 games in, and we show you a senior defensive specialist on the volleyball team.